obviously the lighting isn't all that good. It is almost 5 o'clock our time. We are at the ferry docks, waiting to go to Newfoundland. Now, I didn't know this. I don't want everyone to see what I'm doing because we're starting to get ready. We're lining up. If you have a reservation, you don't need to go to the ticket booth, the ticket hut at the Blanc Sablon ferry station. You can just go check in with your QR code and the person tells you what lane to go into. So I spent about half an hour, 45 minutes. I spent a long time waiting. And I get inside and I see the note and I'm like, well, so long, suckers. I didn't say that. I did not say that. That's rude even for me. My phone was confused as I was with the time changes because I set it based on Eastern time and it went off based on Newfoundland time. So I ended up getting up like an hour and a half earlier than I needed to get up. So I set it for 4:20 and it got me up at like 3 something, I guess 3:10. And I didn't clue in until I'm like, oh, the ferry docks look pretty empty. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I should go check it out. And then I looked at my watch and I'm like, hang on, I set my alarm for 3:30 for 4:20 and it says that it's 3:20 now and I've already walked the dogs. So I'm confused and obviously uncaffeinated. So here we are. We're waiting. Toodles. So we're here. We're still kind of on the north part. Actually, we just passed by where the where the ferry was. So now we're into new territory, and we had a great spot yesterday, but holy cow, was it ever windy. So like it was too windy to even try and cook. So I had like 4 pepperettes and a sip of water, and that was that was my dinner. And I couldn't even make coffee this morning because it was also pouring rain. So beautiful spot. And if we end up on the way back with we need a spot to stay the night, we'll stay there for sure. There's another site down here that we checked out where we're stopped at, but it's at where the road splits, and it's not even noon here time, so I think it's a bit early. I think it's a bit early for us to stop, but who knows, when we get back there, maybe the mutts will make themselves at home and they'll tell me that it's time to spend the night, or we'll get a little bit further down the road. We've got time, so talk to you later. Bye. Cape Spear, which is the furthest point east in Canada. Oh, sorry, King's Tail got caught on Lily's leash. Yeah, it's you know, really pretty. It's a historic location. Let me spin around. Sorry for blinding you. And there's a lighthouse. And it's a National Historic Site, which is pretty cool and completely understandable when you think about it. This is a point that I have been trying to get to since I started traveling around with my dogs, and this is the first time I've been able to do it. So we're gonna go explore a little bit more. Not letting me go. Yeah, no, come on, let's go. No, this way. Come on, let's go. You silly girl. No, this way. Come on, hurry, this way. No, you're not going that way. Come on, Hannah. So we are at Terra Nova National Park. It's just outside of Gander. We haven't quite gotten back to Gander yet. So I've never been here, obviously, and it is beautiful. It's the first dark sky preserve in Newfoundland and Labrador. Unfortunately, last night with the rain and the wind and all that and the clouds, we didn't get to experience any of it. We ended up staying at a site not far from here. I don't know what King sees or hears. Like maybe half an hour, not even, to get here. So that was great. And then it was raining. And then when we got here, it was raining before the national park, the visitor center office opened. So we walked one of the trails there, and now I popped into the visitor center when it opened, and I asked if there were any good trails that we should walk. And I explained that, ideally where people aren't going to be, because my dogs don't like dogs. She's like, yeah, you don't really have that problem here. I guess it doesn't get the same amount of traffic that a lot of other national parks do, which is awesome. So we are at Southwest Arm. It's supposed to be a nice, easy hike because Mr. Kingley's tootsies are a little sore. So we'll take it easy, a lot of boardwalk. And that's it. Talk to you later. So we are at Hidden Falls, just outside of Porto Port. Awesome name. Unfortunately, the falls were so hidden we couldn't find them. No, the water level's just too low. So we came here instead, and this is absolutely incredible. I'm a sucker for geologic formations. Everyone has a hobby, and that's fine. It's not even a hobby, I just like it. So this area is really neat. They've got like picnic tables and pit toilets, and it's right next to a fishing dock. So if you were so inclined to fish, you could do it. Or you just have a nice place to spend the night. I don't think a single person came here until this morning. I heard a dog bark, which it sounded like a dog that smokes 5 packs a day and is just really angry. I'm like, oh, I want to get to know this guy. And then I went back to sleep. So yeah, we're gonna continue on today, and this is lovely. This is very lovely. I like this spot. I really, let me get, sorry. I really like this spot. Talk to you later. We are in Gros Morne. Hang on, let me just switch Lily's lead here because her beagle nose is, oh my god, just going into overdrive here. Probably don't look really all that natural here. I'm trying to. So we were on our way to Stuckless Pond, and we weren't going to go all the way because it's a 10-kilometer round trip. And a good bit of that is over gravel, and that would just be probably too much for Mr. Kingley to do all the way back. But then we got to the bridge. I'm like, that's a sign to turn around. So we are going to turn around. I think it's probably about 2.5, so it'll be a 5-kilometer round trip. And we're going to go back, and it's been lovely here. It's very beautiful. It's a very beautiful park. And we haven't really seen a lot of people, which is really nice. Of course, the fact that it's late September probably has a little something to do with that. But, I mean, we can get on that bridge easy. But I figure if they don't want us on it, you know, they wouldn't make it so hard. So we're gonna go back, although King, for some reason, is feeling really stuck. And we're gonna go back. So we'll show you parts of the trail on the way. Bye. We are just waiting for the ferry to leave Newfoundland to go back to Labrador. Oh, now you're gonna... The dogs are unattached because they're supposed to stay in the car. So we just came back from a walk. There's a hiking trail, a little walking trail that leads just from the parking lot. So figured I'd get them a little tired. And well, ride's here. You look like a giant turkey. So we're just, and by we I mean me, packing up. We found this wonderful free campsite just off the ferry in Blanc Sablon. We're right on the edge of town. So this is one of the sites that we looked at. So you've got a platform for a tent. You got a fire pit, you've got picnic tables. You know, it's beautiful. And each site has its own, I know how silly this sounds and how exciting that is, but each one has its own garbage bin. Now there is one porta potty and there's no showers. So that's kind of a downside, but when you consider this is basically all run on donations and I'm assuming grants from the town. And so these sites are built on home locations that were destroyed in an avalanche back in 1995. If I'm not mistaken, that was the year of the big ice storm. So you can see there's the porta potty, and back there, I'm not gonna take you all the way over there, but there's like a little community garden. There's a couple of playgrounds. It's really well done, and it was so quiet. And the host was very kind fellow. So it was just a beautiful site. Now, if I was ever here again, I would totally check this place out first rather than staying in the ferry docks. If there was only, I'm not going to say this is a complaint, the only thing that would, this place would be like a fenced off dog area. But I mean, that's getting a little bit like, what do you mean there's no dog area? Nah. There is another camper down here. So that's the end of it, all the way down there. Now, when I was scoping this place out, I checked a bunch of sites. I drove all the way down there. There's one other camper, and then I'm like, oh, I don't want to stay next to a playground. And then I realized, oh, we're the only ones here, so I think it's okay. I can manage. But yeah, this is an amazing find. And if it wasn't for the fact that it's raining already at like 8:30 in the morning, we'd probably stay here for another day and just recover from the ferry ride, because I realize I am not of ocean going stock. That was unpleasant, and the dogs were fine, like they didn't freak out, but King was like, I was getting the silent treatment. It was pretty brutal. But yeah, no, we stayed here. And I also love I don't know why I'm looking both ways. There's all these like little sayings on the road. I love it. It's just such a great place. It's a good place. It's a good place. So we are gonna hit the road. We should be in Happy Valley, Goose Bay today. I mean, I've given myself plenty of time to really take the time to get back home, so I'm not rushing. It's kind of boring to sit in the trailer by yourself in the rain. It's damp. That's it. So we will see in a bit. I'll take you on a little bit of the tour of the place as we leave too. Bye.